Not muy bueno to inhalo. Today's topic, we're going to be diving into Aspergillus and how much of a gnarly reality it can become whenever it presents itself in a facility and is not dealt with. This is Alec Dixon, and welcome to The Scoop. Let's get fungal, folks. I feel very purposeful in our duty and role that we perform with SC Labs, kind of a defender of the quality and the spirit of this plant. Our role is really to help kind of ensure that it's uncompromised from a level of quality assurance and safety for public health and safety. And, how we can help people turn losses into lessons. Because once you've learned this critical lesson of Aspergillus and, how it can present itself, where it can linger in your facility, it really presents this opportunity to put in place systems to level up the systems that one might need, to really ensure that this is never an issue again. California took a pretty good approach when they were developing the regulations. They really focused on what are the human pathogenic organisms that can cause harm to upper respiratory, leading to upper respiratory distress. And so they focused on these 4 species of Aspergillus that are pathogens to humans, right? So Aspergillus fumigatus, Aspergillus flavus, Aspergillus niger, and Aspergillus terreus. And so these 4 species of Aspergillus, they're not native to the cannabis microbiome, right? We actually see a very low fail rate. We see about 2.4% fail rate for one of these 4 human pathogenic Aspergillus species. Once a spore of Aspergillus, pathogenic Aspergillus, has been genuinely detected within a facility, it's an indication that spores are present somewhere. And it's really important to chase those spores out of the facility and to level up how cleaning is happening to kind of ensure that the spores don't continue to spread. Once those spores make it into air systems, air handlers, HVAC lines, dehumidifier filters, that's where they force amplify into a catastrophically big deal. Once material gets harvested and brought into a dry room and is hung up in the dry room, where you have this, spike in humidity, where the plants are going through this dying decay process. Spores will proliferate in this high humidity environment. And in dry rooms, there's lots of airflow and air exchange happening in the air handlers and the air conditioning lines and the dehumidifiers. And so those spores that proliferate in this moment, can kind of then get up into the air systems. And that's when it really amplifies the issue. Well, our approach at SC Labs since the beginning of legalization is, we've never ran or avoided fails. Really early on into legalization, whenever compliance fails became a thing, we realized, you can't auto email somebody a fail, where they have to remediate or destroy thousands of dollars of product. That requires one of the founders of the company, myself, to immediately engage with the farm to demonstrate the quality and precision of our work, how seriously we take fails, and all the work that we do to confirm that a fail is real. Whenever we do these root cause analyses, it's always a twofold process. One is to kind of do some testing to identify different amendments, like from soil, cocoa fiber, peat moss, biological control sources like predatory bug media, identifying the root and chasing that out of the facility. And then simultaneously, we do swabbing, where we send out swabs and have swabs done, collected around air systems, HVAC lines, dehumidifier filters, air handlers, ducting, right? And whenever we do these types of swabbing on these select areas, that's where we will typically see the presence of one, if not more, of these species of Aspergillus. And so as soon as people implement air system decontamination using agents like chlorine dioxide, ozone, UV filtration, these types of things can help to reduce spore counts, in these real critical places like air systems, to help really compartmentalize an issue. That's one of the things we really pride ourselves in at SC Labs. It's like, just our awareness around the who, what, where, why, when type situations on how contamination can enter into a supply chain. And, a lot of states that don't test for Aspergillus, that doesn't mean it's not a problem. Oregon kind of blocked Aspergillus from being implemented because of the alarmingly high fail rates that they were seeing after the implementation of Aspergillus, kind of years into a regulated system. And really from our angle, it's about kind of using the tools we know that have helped those that we serve in one state to kind of be able to ensure that they're above reproach in all states. We play a very critical role in the life cycle of cannabis, just helping to empower those that we work with data to make better data-driven decisions so that they can stay above reproach.